How the Koorie Heritage Trust was involved in the Fair Play program was initially many years ago, actually, as a partner organisation. And in doing that through then my role and the work that I do, which was actually supporting, I guess, workshops and teaching and educational workshops, in particular around cultural competency with Aboriginal communities, and then also talking about cultural safety, and in particular cultural safety within organisations, but also had some, really great conversations about cultural safety within galleries and gallery public spaces from that point of view as well across the arts industry. And within that space as an educator, I also then worked with a number of organisations as a mentor within that space. I think the benefits of participation in the Fair Play Arts program really is probably on two fronts. One is obviously the educational and the learning. And I think from that perspective, just simply being a better organisation within these spaces of cultural safety, of inclusion of the broader community in many ways, and whether that be Aboriginal and Torres Strait Island people, First Peoples, whether that be multicultural, disability, whatever sector we may be talking about, I think that's really important, of just being educated within those spaces to create safer spaces. The other side to that then, I think, is that through that, the support of developing relationships with broader community groups, with diverse community groups, how you engage, maybe not just in the work, but engage even in exhibitions and galleries and the public spaces that many work in, I think is really important as well. I think the most challenging aspect that I found for participants is really, as much as anything else, the various levels of education, as much as anything. Obviously, my concentration, and as part of the Koorie Heritage Trust, is around First Peoples. And, there's some really amazing people in the arts industry that have, great connections and a lot of knowledge. And then there's people that really are, I think, starting out for the first time. And either level is perfectly fine. It's just ensuring that we're always tailoring and engaging for all of those various levels. We come across a lot of people that have had a lot of contact. We come across a lot of people that it's their first time coming in contact with First Nations people. So really ensuring everyone can be on their journey and to understand that it's okay wherever you might be on that journey, I think is one of the hardest parts. It's allowing people, if anything, to get over their initial fears of taking those first steps. I think the most important things that any organisation that people can do to really ensure the maintenance of the principles within this space is to actually really ensure that they are embedded as a part of the values of your organisation, and they're a part of your own personal values as well. Especially from a First Nations point of view or First Peoples point of view, these things aren't an add-on to what you already do, and they're not new sets of values that get added on. Many of the organisations I worked with through the Fair Play program actually already had some really amazing values that make them who they are. And so to actually ensure that those values are a part of how they work and connect and develop relationships with First Peoples is already there. And just know that you maintain those as part of your values. You don't make them add-ons to what you do. I think it was important for the Koorie Heritage Trust to partner early in the Fair Play program, maybe because we are a part of that arts industry ourselves. And a lot of our mandate, I guess, is not just educating people from a First Peoples point of view, which is a lot of the work that I do, but it's also about ensuring that whatever we do within the arts industry is actually supportive of First Peoples artists, performers, whatever else it might be within that arts industry. And so if we can educate the broader industry to then support how they might engage with our artists from our community, then I think it all just works together so well. It actually ensures that what we can leave behind is ways for whoever we participate with to simply be better in the ways that they work with our people. So if we can leave that behind as a legacy for continued work without the Koorie Heritage Trust, then I think that's a real key aspect to, what we hope to achieve from that point of view.